Hello and welcome here this afternoon. On this Saturday rugby afternoon, we're tuning in for a Six Nations clash between England and Scotland at the Allianz Stadium. And if you missed it and were not able to witness, Ireland defeated Wales by 27 points to 18. At one stage in that game, it was in fact at 18 all, and then a couple of penalties, some ill discipline, one could argue, from Wales, just not able to get them over the line. There was, towards the end of that game, a contentious decision that will definitely be spoken about amongst the pundits and fans alike when Wales just about went in the corner for a try. What seemed like a try, they referred it up to the TMO, and we're talking about an inch or two in it. And that would have got Wales right back in it with a conversion to take the lead. But that fairy tale story is not to be. Warren Gatland is gone, but for Wales, a very promising performance, really motivated by the fans this afternoon in the Principality Stadium. But at the end of the day, the experience of Ireland, without their regular captain, Caelan Doris, of course, were victorious in the end, taking it by 27 points to 18. Our attention is going to go towards the Allianz Stadium kickoff at 18:45 South African Standard Time, and it's an absolute pleasure from myself, Roots, to take you through this one. Do give your score predictions in the comments section as to who you feel is going to take this clash, where you tuned in from. As we go on this rugby journey together, we are because of the fans. And in a moment, as all eyes get fixed on the Allianz Stadium, I'm going to take you through the starting 23 of each side. And that's starting with the home side in England. Starting from 1 to 15, Ellis Genge, Luke Cowan Dickey, Will Stewart make up the front row for England. Murray Toje, the experience they'll be depending on, no doubt, in that locking pair with Ollie Chesham. Tom Curry, Ben Earl move from 8th man to open side for England, and Tom Willis comes in at 8 to make up the forward pack for England. 9 and 10, Alex Mitchell and Finn Smith respectively. We saw the change last week when Marcus Smith moved from 10 to 15. They seem to have a little bit better rhythm, should I say, with Finn Smith at 10. He's still young, he's still inexperienced, he's learning on the job, but he looks promising, the youngster. At 11, Ollie Slightholme. 12, Henry Slade. 13, Ollie Lawrence. Look out for his barging runs out in midfield and his solid defence. Ollie Lawrence at 13, Tommy Freeman at 14, and Marcus Smith at 15. 16 to 23 for England, Jamie George, Finn Baxter, Joe Hayes make up the front row. Replacements: Ted Hill, Chandler Cunningham South, Ben Curry, Harry Randall, and Elliot Daly at 23. Scored that wonderful try a couple of weeks back to seal victory for England over France, which was crucial to open up the Six Nations somewhat. But since Ireland have beaten Wales, they have quite a buffer at the top of the table. They, of course, only have to play France and Italy respectively. France will be in Dublin, so look out for that one. Could there be some sort of drama in the Six Nations this season? So far, it looks like smooth sailing for the Irish. But it is England who are going to make a stake, or a claim for themselves, should I say, with a victory over Scotland. The significance of this clash, of course, it is the Calcutta Cup, played over many, many decades between these two sides. No doubt the return of Finn Russell for Scotland will be crucial as I take you through the Scottish side from 1 to 15. Piers Schoeman, Dave Cherry, and Xander Fagerson make up the front row. Johnny Gray and Grant Gilchrist, the locking partners. Jamie Ritchie, Rory Dodge, and Jack Dempsey make up that rather settled forward pack of Scotland. We don't see too many changes there. They'll be looking for the bench, no doubt, to come in and make some sort of impact come the last quarter of the game. 9, Ben White. 10, Finn Russell. Can he get that forward pack going and then unleash the back line? He's got the likes of Duan van der Merwe, the magic man, at number 11. Tom Jordan at 12. Hugh Jones at 13. Carl Rowe at 14. And Blair Kinghorn, Mr. Safety, at fullback for Scotland. 16 to 23. Ewan Ashman, Rory Sutherland, Will Hurd, Sam Skinner, Gregor Brown, Matt Fagerson, Jamie Doby, and Stafford McDowell. That's the 23 for the Scottish side. And for Scotland, they'll be looking for a better performance than they had last weekend against Ireland, or should I say 2 weeks ago, comprehensively outplayed. And really, we talk about a Scottish side that's come of age in the last couple of seasons. It's now or never, as they say, for Scotland. They'll be looking for a strong performance. They've had the number on England a couple of times over the last few seasons, consecutively here at Allianz Stadium. But every year has an opportunity for history to perhaps not repeat itself. England, of course, from that victory against France, will be very confident that they can run towards the finish line on top of the pile come the end of the Six Nations. And it's a full house at the Allianz Stadium. The home crowd with their swing low, sweet chariot, will be getting behind the home side. But we're most certainly in for an exciting clash. Kickoff at 7:15 South African Standard Time. And if you're a rugby fan, if you're a South African rugby fan, we look out at 9:30 this evening, South African Standard Time. It will be the Blitz Box in their final pool game against Australia. They're 2 out of 2 in Vancouver. It's the Vancouver leg at the BC Place Stadium where this round is taking place. And for South Africa, 2 out of 2 in the pool stage. Pool B, that is, defeating New Zealand by 12 to 10, doing away with Ireland in their second game by 28 points to 7. Will now be looking for a victory over Australia to not leave it to any doubt. It's tight at the top. South Africa are sitting at the top of the pile in terms of points difference in Vancouver. They'll be looking for a strong finish come the playoffs. So tune in here on Forever Sports Live for that one. I'll be taking you through it. And that's at 9:30 South African Standard Time. Bikey Man says 2018 to Scotland. Shout out, Bikey Man. Where are you tuned in from? And he says that it's going to be a low-scoring affair. The win predictor heavily favouring England by 71 points. 71%, should I say. 71% chance of taking victory. Scotland only at 26%. In terms of form, that will be a pretty fair prediction. What's the chances of a draw? Win predictor says 2%. What can happen in the game of rugby? But it's a pleasure to have every single one of you tuned in here on Forever Sports. Pre-game shenanigans just taking place at the moment. The players ready to almost get out onto the field. But a big clash, of course, in the final round. It's France who will be taking on Italy. Heavily favoured to win there. They'll be looking to bounce back after the defeat to England. Scotland, of course, after that defeat against Ireland. At Murrayfield, that is. They know they are worth more as a team, but they did lose the likes of Finn Russell, Darcy Graham, who's not back from injury just yet. In the early stages of that game, which really upset the rhythm, the bench had to come off and do some sort of damage control in terms of their attrition rates. But all our attention now turns to the Allianz Stadium. What's done is done as the players make their way out onto the field. The Calcutta Cup is well and truly just about underway. Laying down the marker are these two teams, walking past the trophy, taking a glimpse. A lot to play for, a lot of tradition between these two sides. England, in front of their home crowd, will be looking to make it 2 out of 2 at home in the Men's Six Nations this season. Scotland here to upset the apple cart, but no doubt they are in with a shout. Give your score predictions here on Forever Sports. Where are our fans tuned in from? We are on this rugby journey together. And it's going to be national anthem time. It's the national anthem of Scotland. O flower of Scotland, when will we see your like again? That fought and died for your wee hill and glen, and stood against him. Proud Edward's army, and sent him homeward to think again. Those days are past now, and in the past they must remain. Now and be that nation again, and stood against him. Proud Edward's army, and sent him homeward to think again. Oh, flower of Scotland, let's go right now. That'll give you the chills and get you in the mood. We're backing the Scottish tonight, aren't we, South Africans? No love lost between South Africa and England, that's for sure. As we hear the God Save the King national anthem ring out. I ain't going to be putting my lips on that just yet, sorry. No chance, son. Getting those high notes. Oh, no. No chance. It's almost time for the battle to begin. Husol says Ireland are not at their best at all. Just goes to show you where everyone else is in the Six Nations. Husol also says, lol, you're a bit behind. I figured so much. Just having some fun, Husol. You're on Forever Sports. A rugby journey is always fun. Can't help but love flower of Scotland. You can take my life, but you can't take my freedom. Let's hope for a free-flowing game this afternoon. Gregor Townsend versus Steve Borthwick in the Men's Six Nations at the Allianz Stadium. Less than a minute away from kickoff. The crowd will ring out, swing low, sweet chariot. Maybe they can remix that there, get England in the mood to play. But with someone like Marcus Smith at fullback, they've got enough firepower to get in the mood to play, that's for sure. Big game for the likes of Maro Itoje for England, Ben Earl, amongst others. Finn Smith at 10, the young flyer for Scotland. Finn Russell, Rory Dodge, always in the thick of things. And then, of course, the likes of Blair Kinghorn, Hugh Jones in that outside centre position. It's England who are going to be kicking off. We're getting ready for the clash. The countdown is just about begun. Ussel says these days it's you can take my freedom, but you can't take my life. Very fair point. Well said, son. A little bit of delay in the countdown. The drama. And the referee's whistle does go. It's Andrew Brace who gets us underway. England from left to right, Scotland in blue. And England in white, taken by Scotland in the form of Jack Dempsey, who's brought to ground 15 metres inside this left-hand touchline. Shaping for the kick is Ben White from the base of the ruck. Who wants it? It's Itoje for England. It was contestable, but we're almost up to England's 10-metre, or Scotland's 10-metre mark, should I say. From left to right they go. Marcus Smith off the left boot. He's found space. The ball is trickling into touch. Scotland can breathe for the moment there. They will have possession, but a line-out set play deep inside their own danger zone. On this right-hand touchline, about 15 metres out from their own try line. It's going to be Dave Cherry to feed for Scotland. Set piece is crucial here. It's over the top. Who wants it? Unfortunately for Scotland, it went loose. They did regather, but the referees called numbers by England. And Scotland will have the free kick and an opportunity, because they're inside their own 22, to put it straight into touch via the boot of Finn Russell. Dave Cherry there just missing his man, going over the top. Cleaned up the loose ball, but fortunately for Scotland, they get a free kick from that line-out set play. And Finn Russell does make no mistake. He puts it into touch. It's Luke Cowan-Dickey for England. They're on their own 10-metre mark on this right-hand touchline. Some good territory gain. I beg your pardon for Scotland there. England have to start from inside their own half. They do so. Well taken by Ollie Chesham. Mitchell goes high from the base. And it's Carl Rowe who breaks away from one, from two. He's slippery, this customer. Scotland in possession, almost up to halfway. The call of use it from the referee, Ben White. Up high, it's contestable. Has it gone just a tad too far? It has. And it is Finn Smith in back play who secures it. He finds Ollie Slideham, who kicks it straight into the hands of Carl Rowe. And we know he's full of running. The right winger, or in fact, it's Blair Kinghorn. Brought down on halfway. Ben White. It's Finn Russell with ball in hand to Hugh Jones. Now it's Carl Rowe, who cuts back in field. Difficult to bring to ground, the right winger for Scotland. Gilchrist takes it up. He's brought to ground. England caught defending here. Have they got a defensive shape? It's Duan van der Merwe. Can he get it free? He has an opportunity now. Scotland inside. Ben White. Try time. Simply sensational. Scotland, it was Tom Jordan who took it from Duan van der Merwe. And that try assist made possible with a perfect pinpoint pass. back in field to the support line, which every world-class scrum half would run. Ben White obliges, goes over for the try. But it's Duan van der Merwe who got past Ollie Slytone. And a sleight of hands, the ball out to Tom Jordan. Marcus Smith was dragged in to the attention of Tom Jordan, and it was Ben White who came flying through. And Scotland get the first try. It's try time. The conversion. Sailing, but just fading past the right hand upright. But it is Scotland who draw first blood here in the Calcutta Cup at the Allianz Stadium, silencing the home crowd. But what a pass from Tom Jordan and Ben White. Over for the try. Taken in by Johnny Gray. Wonderful catch. Plucked out of the air. Scotland outside their 22. About 10 metres in from this left-hand touchline. It's Ben White just going in, digging for the ball. He's going to put it high. Hasn't got as much distance this time, but it is contestable. Van der Merwe can't get up in time. But the referee had called, released the tackled player. England very smart there. Just trying to see who it was. It was Tommy Freeman, who got a knee to ground. Scotland then, in the process, dragged him into touch, but the referee had called release, release. And as a result, Scotland have conceded the penalty. England looking to go into the corner, well within range. But they know they want a quick reply, and no better way to get it than a 5, potentially 7-pointer. Into this left-hand corner they go. We're only 7 metres out. It's England. We'll have the line-out set play here. It's Luke Cowan-Dickey. We won't see, perhaps, a contest from Scotland. They want to keep feet on the ground, anticipating, perhaps, the driving maul. But it is Luke Cowan-Dickey to feed for England, who finds it Toje. England look for the driving maul, but it's Mitchell who breaks away. Can England recycle this ball? They're only 6 metres out. Toje goes barging in there. Tommy Freeman, who's playing scrum off in the absence of Mitchell, who's at the bottom of all that pile of bodies. England still 6 metres out. They're moving from left to right. It's Finn Smith. Perhaps in two minds. There was the young fly-off, but England still have the ball. Still secure possession. Scotland keeping their discipline on defence. How long can they hold out? The crowd getting behind the home side. They play down this right-hand blind side. England chipping away. They're only 2 metres short. Marcus Smith. Curry. Just held up short. Scotland defending for dear life. It's advantage to England. They're just about on the line. It's a free play here. Who's going to go for it? To Toje. To Ben Earl. Scotland defending. But they will concede the penalty if nothing comes of it. Mitchell. Surely now. But no, he's not going to go wide. It's still with the forwards. Toje sets it up. Tommy Freeman, can he get over? The referee says yes. In and amongst Rory Dodge, Finn Russell, and Tom Jordan somehow. Ben Earl, or in fact, Tommy Freeman, I beg your pardon, gets over for the try. England draw level and crucially, just about under the sticks. Was Pierce Skuman in on defence as well. Tried to hold him up, but to no avail. Tommy Freeman had a lot of work to do. And England, with that conversion, take the lead. It's been an enterprising 10 minutes. We expected nothing short of simply sensational here this afternoon. It's delivered so far in this first 10 minutes. A try to Ben White, unconverted, unfortunately for Scotland, and now Tommy Freeman converted. It's England who have a 2-point lead. It's 7-5. Scotland to kick off from the restart. It's Blair Kinghorn who will take the restart for Scotland. He decides to go deep to Ben Earl. With the safe hands, he's brought to ground. And Scotland now giving away needless meters with that penalty against Hugh Jones, who made the tackle but couldn't roll away in time. And England will have an opportunity to exit their own 22 via the boot of Finn Smith on their own 10-metre mark on this right-hand touchline. Hugh Jones just needed to make a little bit more of an effort to roll out the discipline. Although it's not in their own danger zone, giving away territory in a game of fine margins, the Calcutta Cup. Scotland in over the ball from the line out. England via Jack Willis. Tried to break away, was brought to ground. Tom Willis, I beg your pardon. And not releasing England's support, not there in time. Almost ran away from his support there, Tom Willis. Took the ball from Ben Earl at the line out. Ellis Gaines just late in there. Jamie Ritchie credited with that steal. Scotland now back in the 22 of England on this right-hand touchline, about 20 metres out. Dave Cherry to feed for Scotland. Finds his man in Jamie Ritchie. Carl Rowe breaking away. Seamless as ever on attack, Carl Rowe. He's brought to ground. Scotland recycled. They 5 metres out now. Centre field, from right to left they go. Dave Cherry taking it short off Ben White. Scotland chip away at the line. Hugh Jones wrapped up by Tommy Freeman and Henry Slade. Collectively, Scotland have gone back a few metres, but crucially still have possession. Ben White to Cherry again. Full of running, the hooker. Slow ball, though, for Scotland. Jamie Ritchie off Ben White. Can they find a way to get Duan Vandermerwe in the game? Blair Kinghorn with the step. Carl Rowe, unfortunately, perhaps not expecting that pass. Blair Kinghorn, should I say, had an opportunity with nifty little footwork there. One-handed basketball pass, but onto the head of Carl Rowe and into touch. Just running out of space there. So they just need to perhaps look at getting the likes of Duan Vandermerwe running an inside line. Perhaps off Finn Russell. When he seems to get involved, things happen for Scotland. Time off for the moment here. Some attention just to Will Stewart, the tight head prop. Entertaining couple of minutes. I'd love to have some more score predictions here on Forever Sports. From what you've seen up to now, you anticipate a low-scoring affair. Scotland have made almost triple the amount of running meters. Yet England are in the lead. Sometimes you look at the stats and you go, how? Still early days, though. The scoreboard is what matters. Taking your opportunity when it matters. Being accurate in the danger zone. And on that occasion, Scotland, at one stage, were 5 metres out, just kept tracking backwards. credit to the England defence, but England have it from the line out to look for a driving maul. They're going forward inch by inch, play by play. The referee's called, use it. Alex Mitchell wants it. Who's got it? Scotland have got it. England can't play it. Still a driving maul. Coming through the middle was Jamie Ritchie again. Not the biggest loose forward, but definitely one of the forwards in that Scottish pack who makes the most impact when he's out on the field, Jamie Ritchie. Only 2 points separate these sides. We're just inside England's 22. 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline. There is a blind side on this right-hand side for Scotland to exploit. Perhaps getting the likes of Carl Rowe with the ball in his hands. How will the pendulum swing here? Ben White feeds for Scotland. Anticipates to feed, but the referee's just called a reset. Johan van der Merwe standing right out on this left wing with about 25 metres between him and Hugh Jones. Will we see a cross kick here? England defending in pretty tight. The no one man marking necessary. Johan van der Merwe. Will we see a kick pass into that space? The setup looks like it. But England perhaps anticipate that. Scotland aren't going to get an opportunity for that kick pass or any sort of attacking platform. Early shove. England get the free kick. It's Xander Fagerson penalised by the referee. Unforced silly errors from Scotland there. 2 occasions. Gifting away possession inside the England 22. And England just clear into touch just over halfway. Scotland back in their own half. They've got to start all over again. Tit for tat. Even flow here at the Allianz Stadium. Scotland to feed. Finds his man. It's Ben White to Xander Fagerson. Runs with intent straight down the middle. Just about up to halfway. For intents and purposes, it looks like Ben White's going high. From the base, he does. It's contestable. Ollie Slytome lost it backwards. It did go loose, but backwards, says the referee. England via Alex Mitchell. Will Stewart, the tight forward, carrying it up for England. 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline, just on their own 10-metre mark. Scotland doing well to slow the ball down. Mitchell puts it on the boot from the base. And now it's Blair Kinghorn. Backwards. Again, a loose pass from Blair Kinghorn. Hold on to the ball, man. But Scotland have recovered. Pierce Skuman. The Scottish boost. Taking it up. Scotland on their own 10-metre mark. 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline. This time it's Ben White who puts it high. Finn Smith taking it cleanly. Aerial ping-pong for the moment between the two nines. Alex Mitchell on England on their own 10-metre mark, should I say. Deja vu. England put it high. Blair Kinghorn keeps it alive. Inside to Carl Rowe. He wants to break away. What a player to come in for the sensational Darcy Graham. Like for like. Although Darcy Graham is a big loss. Carl Rowe showing us he's more than capable. This time it's Ben White who puts it high, but no real contest. England via Finn Smith look to play now. In possession, Mitchell, Stewart, or it's Cowan Dickey. Brought to ground 8 metres inside this right-hand touch line. England on their own 10-metre mark again. It goes high. Box kick for box kick. And eventually the ball goes into touch. Thank God. Not much happening on that occasion, except the 2 nines putting it high. Bombing it up there. Time off for the moment. It looks like Tom Curry's getting some attention. Been in the thick of things as we approach the end of the first quarter. England still lead after they responded to that early try from Scotland with the converted try of their own. I think we will restart here with a line out to England. Looked like it came off the hand of Blair Kinghorn. Referee calls time back on. In fact, it came off an England player. It's going to be Dave Cherry to feed for Scotland. Accuracy at line out time, crucial throughout this game. Grant Gilchrist taking it safely for Scotland. The referee awarding a penalty to Scotland there. At maul time, England infringing. And it's Mario Toge's pinned by the referee. Scotland will have an opportunity via the boot of Finn Russell to get inside England's 22, but just coming off the side of the boot somewhat. Making sure of the touch, but not gaining so many meters in the process. Finn Russell, but importantly Scotland with possession. Ben White, quick play at line-out time from Scotland. Now they can get Tuan on the ball. Yes, Tuan Fanameva. He's got his hands free again. You Jones, you gotta be kidding me. Go, you beauty. First phase set play from the line out. Scotland perhaps catching the English defence napping. But I said, get that man Tuan involved. And he'll make magic happen. Beat one and then freed up the hands to Hugh Jones. And you go, you beauty. Yes, man, Scotland back in the lead. With their second try, the conversion's going to be crucial. It's in the corner. Tough one for Finn Russell. But into double figures and back in the lead are Scotland. Mark Sony says, first it was me, then it was you. Surely now. Finn Russell with the ball out to the inside centre there. Tom Jordan to Hugh Jones, to Duan Fanameva, and then back inside running the support line was Hugh Jones. And unfortunately, the conversion not successful. It's 4 points gone a begging for Scotland. Crucially, they're back in the lead as we work our way into the second quarter. Divide the game up in quarters. You can micromanage the game. For Scotland, they would feel they had that one, albeit by slight margins. They can't afford to take their foot off the gas. Another kicking duel here, but it's Finn Russell who frees up Tuan Fanameva. Always has the attention of more than one defender. Blair Kinghorn looking to step inside. He's lost control of the ball on a couple of occasions now. Blair Kinghorn has looked rather average when trying to offload the ball. Perhaps he should do better by keeping it in hand. England looking to break away here. Henry Slade puts it on the boot. A grubber kick. And it rolls into touch, but Scotland want to play quickly. England looking to get in over the ball. They thought they were. The crowd booing, but not releasing the tackled player there. Scotland get the penalty. Played quickly from the ball going into touch. Didn't wait for a line-out set play. Almost came unstuck, but England there infringing at the breakdown, should I say. Ben Earl penalised by the referee. Finn Russell this time puts it up and beyond England's 10-metre mark on this right-hand touchline. And Scotland have another opportunity to attack, racking up the running metres here at the Allianz Stadium. Dave Cherry to feed. Going about their business pretty efficiently on attack, Scotland. They haven't been tested as much on defence. But when you're doing what you're doing with this sort of ball in hand, keep doing it. And Scotland do keep doing it. Finn Russell. Here's another opportunity. It's Kinghorn to Duan Funameva. Getting to ground, staying infield, doing well. The Scottish left winger. It's Skuman who takes it off Ben White. They're working centre field from left to right now. Finn Russell. Can they free up Carl Rowe? In fact, it's Jamie Ritchie out to Hugh Jones. Wriggles out of one. It's been poached by England, but somehow Scotland can come away with it. No, it's just been knocked on. You can hear the sighs in the crowd. They know the side is under the pump here. Scotland just on that occasion not able to hold on to the ball. Spreading the ball nicely. Oh, Scotland. And when you have players like Carl Rowe and Duan Funameva on the wings, you do it all day. Stretching that England defence. Scrum down to England, 5 metres in from this right-hand touchline. Inside their own 22 are England. The feed via Alex Mitchell. Strong scrum. Scotland scrumming in at the angle, says the referee. Pierce Skuman will not be happy with that decision. The referee not afraid to go to the whistle. Penalty to England. Will relieve the pressure here via the boot of Finn Smith. Makes no mistake by putting it into touch. England just about on their own 10-metre mark here. Ben White and Hugh Jones on the score sheet for Scotland. Fortunately, not getting those conversions. For England, Tommy Freeman. 10 plays 7. England win the line out on their own 10-metre mark. On this right-hand touchline. Mark Sony says, underestimating Russell is skating on thin ice. Thank you very much. No true word spoken. Mark Sony, shout out. Where are you, brother? Waar is jy nou? Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. Scotland. A couple of South Africans in their team. Perhaps they know how to eat their pop and vleis. The likes of Skuman, Funameva, Hugh Jones. Scotland put it high and get the contestable back. They're up onto halfway. Finn Russell puts it on the boot, looks for space and finds it. Lovely kick from Finn Russell, driving England back. Tommy Freeman had to turn. Found the space, did Finn Russell. Playing in the right areas of the field. You want to turn the England defence around in a big pack of forwards. Get them running backwards. Cow and Dickey will feed England just outside their own 22. on this left-hand touchline. Loose line out, but it's Will Stewart who cleans up for England. The referee calls, use it, Alex Mitchell at the base. No guess, two guesses what he's going to be doing. Put it high, handsome. He's got the safety of the touchline. Will Scotland look to play quickly? No, they don't. Great clearance kick into the half of Scotland. Great pressure relieving kick there from Alex Mitchell. But Scotland do have possession. You've got to feel that a guy like Finn Russell is the man who holds the key to unlock Scotland's capability of scoring some good tries. Ben White, the line out to secure. To Finn Russell, who puts it high on the boot. It's contestable. Kinghorn. Backward, says the referee. England get the loose ball in their own hands. Mitchell to Cowan Dickey. He's brought to ground. They're outside their 22. They're 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline. And it's contestable from Mitchell again. We've seen a lot of this. Ben Earl looking to get over the ball. And now Scotland. Hoof it ahead. England. They have some work to do here. Marcus Smith. We haven't seen much of him. Puts it into touch. Skewed off the side of the boot. Scotland will take it. They're just outside. The English 22 on this left-hand touchline. Marcus Smith. As we've seen up to this point, hasn't injected himself into this game. And on that occasion, under a bit of pressure, skewed off the right boot. And Scotland can start now just outside the 22 here via Dave Cherry. They win the line out. Jamie Ritchie feeds Dempsey. Jordan takes it. The inside centre, hard at the line. Duan Funamurva wants to break clear. He does. Gets away from one, gets away from two. Eventually brought to ground inside the 22. Get him involved, whichever way you can. Dempsey from Ben White, Scotland. Look to change direction. Finn Russell to Hugh Jones. Gets past one, well over the advantage line, England. Under the pump here in defence. Itoje just about got his hands on it. But it's Fagerson who takes it off Ben White. Scotland charging ahead via Schoeman. Can they shift it now? Russell. Carl Rowe. Jordan. Was there a knock-on from Carl Rowe? I think the referee's called a knock-on from Carl Rowe there, but you could see Scotland playing down the right-hand blind side, then shifting it back and taking it wide, stretching the defence. Tom Jordan keeping it in field, doing well there to keep it in field, in fact. But it was the pass preceding that where Carl Rowe just got some hands on the ball and adjudged by the referee to knock it on. England will have the put into the scrum. Fortunately for Scotland, playing in the right end of the field. We've seen a lot of those contestable kicks from the base, from both nines. Hasn't yielded much for England. Perhaps they'll do a little bit better getting the ball through the hands with the likes of Finn Smith at 10, making the decisions. Marcus Smith at fullback joining the line. Well, we haven't seen that yet. They've obviously got the likes of Ollie Lawrence, Tommy Freeman. And Ollie Slightholm, in my opinion, has also had a quiet game. For the moment, in terms of territory, Scotland getting their percentages right in this game in the first half hour. But we will restart with an England scrum. Everyone seems to be okay. Rugby is, of course, the school of hard knocks. Just getting some ice packs on them knees and shoulders. And saying via the referee's whistle, let's get on with things. Alex Mitchell will feed for England. We're about 10 metres in from this left-hand touchline. Alex Mitchell for England to relieve some pressure here. He has the safety of the 22. Reset called by the referee. No clear perpetrator there. The scrum just going down. 2 tries to 1. Scotland in double figures by 10-7 at the Allianz Stadium. Are we backing Scotland here? What's your score predictions, folks? Come on, surely now, tell us. Where are you watching from? Now, get the feeling if you're a South African, you'll be supporting Scotland. But we're back with the reset. This time looks more solid from both sides. It's not moving. Solid set from both teams. Tom Willis, who takes it up and over the advantage line, well over the advantage line. But for England outside the 22, Alex Mitchell won't have the safety of the touchline, but he will put it high for another contestable kick. This time it's Tommy Freeman. The referee says play on from the loose ball. It's Finn Smith who looks to find some territory now. Blair King on his back. Scotland pump it upfield. Alex Mitchell in back play, covering well. He puts it high. It's Tommy Freeman chasing, but it's Carl Rowe who takes it cleanly for Scotland. They back in possession. Can they shift it now? Duan Funham have a ball in hand. He keeps it in field. Miraculously, he was bundled into touch, but kept the ball alive. They were hunting him down there on that occasion, the England defence. And it's Marcus Smith. Ball was boot to the head, should I say. Tom Curry and Alex Mitchell. Double tackle. Kept the ball in field, but then Scotland pumped it straight to Marcus Smith in back play. Took the mark. And as a result, has put it into touch on halfway. Scotland will have the put into the line-out. So far in this first half, they've played in the right areas of the field. They just feel they want to execute just that little bit more precise. With a little over 6 minutes to play here in the first half, just to make sure they can stamp their mark of authority in this first half with all the territory and possession. And this time around at line-out time, the referee has called England for playing the man in the air, and Scotland will have an opportunity to put it into touch via the boot of Finn Russell. Almost up to the English 22 on this left-hand touchline. Jamie Ritchie just played in the air there. A matter of timing from Maro Itoje. And Scotland have an opportunity to build here. They play quickly again. Ben White to Finn Russell. Duan Funham takes it in short, but he's brought to ground. Skuman almost loses it. Falls into the hands of Jack Dempsey in the process. Tom Jordan taking it in short. running a beautiful line, but he's brought to ground. They still on the 22. Ferguson to Gilchrist. England defence driving Scotland back. Finn Russell to Nfanamova. Keeps two defenders busy, but he's brought to ground. Scotland still in possession, but losing a bit of ground again. Credit to this English defence. Now Finn Russell. Someone needs to straighten. Kinghorn running hard. Still in possession. Ollie Lawrence. Was that not in from the side, Mr. Ref? There's an argument for that, you know. But just knocked on there from a Scottish player. They arguing the fact that potentially Ollie Lawrence came in from the side at that ruck. But it is going to restart with an English scrum down, knocked on from Scotland on the ground. Time off again for the moment. Scotland on 3 occasions, camping around that 22. They want to convert that into points, even if it's fighting for a penalty advantage. England, though, have to be credited on defence. They've had the discipline to stay on side at ruck time. Just about squeaky clean in terms of their defence up to this point, although they've conceded 2 tries. It was 2 wonderful tries from Scotland. Not too many defences in the world would stop that. The lovely support line from Ben White for their first try after Tom Jordan stretched them. And then, of course, Duan Fanamava with the sleight of hands inside to Hugh Jones for their second try. Tom Willis coming off the field, the 8th man. And it's Ben Curry, the brother of Tom Curry, coming onto the field. That wasn't part of England's plan. Perhaps it's an HIA. Protocols to be followed. Safety first as the mandate from World Rugby. And we will restart about 10 metres in from this right-hand touchline inside England's 22 with Alex Mitchell to feed. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Tight margins. But it's the away side. We have the slight ascendancy on the scoreboard. Dominated somewhat in terms of territory and possession, Scotland, but just not converting as much as they would like. The strong set at scrum time for both teams. The referee says use it. It's gone down on both sides. Marcus Smith puts it on the boot. Is it going to stay in field? Yes, it is. It's Duan Fanamava who's away. Keeps it in field to Blair Kinghorn. Scotland, when that man gets the ball, things start to happen. It's no secret. Gilchrist up in midfield as they play down this left-hand side again. It's Jack Dempsey. Hugh Jones goes in to clean England. Resolute, accurate on defence, disciplined. But it's Jordan to Carl Rowe. Dave Cherry out on that right wing, striding. England have got it. Ben Curry with the crucial steal. 6 metres from their own try line. England under real pressure. Scotland will be ruining that missed opportunity to secure possession. You felt 1 or 2 recycles and they could have been in for their 3rd try, but it's not to be. It's Alex Mitchell who will look to clear here. Hasn't got a real angle to work with. It goes into touch. There will be one final opportunity for Scotland, but it was Tom Jordan who held it up just long enough. to keep the attention of Ollie Slyto. And Dave Cherry out on that right wing, bustling and hustling his way forward. But they just couldn't secure and keep the ball secure on the ground. But in the process, Alex Mitchell has put it into touch. And we're still inside England's 22 on this right-hand touchline. Cherry to Jamie Ritchie. They look for a driving maul here, Scotland, inching forward. Ben White. Can they get the ball back? England doing just enough to come through the middle and disrupt that driving maul. Nothing comes of it for Scotland. You feel that was the last opportunity. England more than likely will be looking to put the ball out as we build towards half-time in this Calcutta Cup clash. It's Scotland in the lead by 10-7. England doing enough at that driving maul to say, not today, Scotland. We're not conceding a third try just yet. Couple of seconds to play to half-time. Alex Mitchell to feed. England stuck 15 metres from their own try line, no doubt. We'll look to relieve pressure, put it into touch, get into half-time. And gets to thinking, how can they get up to the other end of the field? Strong scrum. Very strong scrum from England. And it is a penalty. Will they look to play here? Trailing on the scoreboard. We know they're going to want to be positive now. Seeing that it's a penalty, they can put it out. As the rule states, you put it into touch regardless if it's 40 minutes up on the clock. We will play from a penalty. Different scenario if it were a free kick. But Finn Smith has put it into touch. England want to play there on halfway. Cowan Dickey to feed. Mitchell. Finn Smith. Here's an opportunity for Marcus Smith now. England have a talisman of their own with the shifty, nifty feet of 5 metres out. Ollie Lawrence tried to get it out the back of the hand, but it's gone into touch. And that'll be half-time. Crucially for Scotland, England don't convert. But Marcus Smith, razzling and dazzling his way, bamboozling the defence. They're only 5 metres short, and Ollie Lawrence tried the magical out of the back of the hand pass. And Tommy Freeman was free to go in unopposed, but it's gone into touch, and that is half-time. Stay tuned for the second half, folks. They're in for a cracker here at the Allianz Stadium. It's Scotland in the lead by 10 points to 7. We'll see you in just a little bit. Hulle sê iets van load shedding môre. But not by us. Load shedding. The joys of load shedding is back. Hello and welcome back. We're almost underway for the second half as England make their way out onto the field. They trail by 7 points to 10 in front of their home fans here at the Allianz Stadium. It's Scotland. Gregor Townsend's men, who have 2 unconverted tries in that first half, had the rub of the green in terms of territory. Can they maintain this sort of intensity and take this Calcutta clash right down to the wire? Lonku says, glad they beat France, but still think England are super duper vintage. Told you, us South Africans, we don't like England. Peter Bent asking, what is the score, please? Scotland 10, England 7, and we are underway as Scotland get us underway in the second half. Into the hands of Alex Mitchell, deep inside their own 22. He puts it into touch, no mistake, and takes it up, right up to halfway. Scotland will have the feed to the line out. In case you missed the earlier game, it was Ireland at the Principality Stadium against Wales by 27-18. Wales put up a valiant fight. At one stage, 18-all. Ireland just slowly pulled away with the ill discipline of the Welsh to take it by 27-18. But yeah, taking the line out of Scotland as they work up to halfway. Playing from left to right. In possession is Finn Russell. Inside ball to Blair Kinghorn, who takes it up. Xander Fagerson taking it up. Sets up another ruck. Scotland would like a bit of quicker ball from the set play at ruck time. Hugh Jones to Finn Russell. I need someone to straighten. It's Blair Kinghorn. Or Jack Dempsey, rather. They still have it on halfway, going from side to side for the moment. Well-coached England defence, keeping them at bay. Putting it now on the boot is Ben White. Got a try to his name. It's contestable. Carl Rowe underneath it. Backwards, and Dave Cherry picks up the loose ball. Ben White. Finn Russell. There's an opportunity here for Hugh Jones, but he's brought to ground. England look to counter-ruck. And Scotland not able to contend with it. It's Ben Curry in there. England just that little bit more desperate at ruck time. Under the pump defensively. but winning the penalty on that occasion. The man off the bench, Ben Curry. Peter Bent says, I support England. Where you tuned in from, Mr. Bent? What's your score prediction for the end of this game? Of course, to round up the Six Nations this weekend, it's going to be France taking on Italy. Ireland sitting comfortably at the top of the table. It's England who can put pressure on the Irish with the victory here. They trail at the moment, but with that penalty, they go into Scottish territory on the Scotland's 10-metre mark on this right-hand touchline. It's Cowan-Dickie to feed. England up and over the advantage line. Ben Earl pumping the legs. England now with the first real opportunity in the second half to attack. Finn Smith. Ollie Lawrence can't hold on to it. Knocked on. It's going to be a scrum down to Scotland. They struggled somewhat towards the end of that first half. Well, pretty much the duration of that first half at scrum time. On a couple of occasions, they looked like they had a strong set. But England, with the slight ascendancy, considering England almost scored there beyond the hooter in that first half. Preceding that run-up almost to the try line was a scrum penalty. Scotland will look to do better here. Ben White with ball in hand. Early shove this time from England. We're outside the 22. Look out for Finn Russell to put it high here. In the air for his chasers. To make it a 50-50 contestable kick. Well, in fact, he's gone long. Looking for space down this left-hand touchline, but into the hands of Marcus Smith, who had a dazzling run towards the end of that first half. Scotland have it. Tommy Freeman cleans up at this time again, knocking it on for England. Scotland will have a scrum just on their own 10-metre mark, 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline as we see the introduction of Jamie George. Relinquish the captaincy to Murray Toje this season. On for Cowan-Dickie. And Elliot Daly on for Ollie Slightholme. He's had a quiet afternoon. Maybe England can utilise the boot of Elliot Daly. Very strong left boot. Picking some wonderful lines to run, should I say. Considering he scored that winning try against France, Elliot Daly. Can he make an impact off the bench here this afternoon? For the moment, though, it's Scotland who have the ball via Ben White to feed. Strong set from Scotland. Ben White to Finn Russell. They're shifting it to Hugh Jones. Blair Kinghorn looking to cut back in field. Presents the ball. Scotland have it. Gilchrist. Russell to Duan Fanameva, who's away. Just brought to ground by Tommy Freeman. But they're up and over England's 10-metre mark now. So great advantage. Or over the advantage line, should I say, from Duan Fanameva. Scotland keep it alive. They want to get some phases together here. Tom Jordan looking to hustle and bustle his way down the midfield. They're beyond the 10-metre mark. Russell. Can he find someone outside? It's Jamie Ritchie. Up and over into the 22 goes Scotland. Johnny Gray to Jack Dempsey. Now it's quick ruck ball. Pierce Kuhlman, pick and go. England have to defend for all they're worth here. Ritchie. Rory Dodge going in to secure that ball. Ben White to Fagerson. He can't hold on to it, Xander Fagerson. And another missed opportunity there for Scotland. Working so hard. So close yet so far. England will have the put into the scrum. Wonderful work from the captain of England, Maro Itoje, ripping the ball out of the hands of Xander Fagerson. As a result, it went forward, regardless if Dave Cherry pounced on the loose ball. The referee's whistle had gone. Looks like Tom Curry's coming off the field, and it's Chandler Cunningham South will make his introduction here. What sort of impact can he make off the bench? We're 5 metres out from England's try line here, just about centre field. One of the Curry brothers still out on the field, the replacement Ben Curry. But that's game done for Tom Curry. Scotland will be desperate not to give away a scrum penalty here and gift England an easy exit. Alex Mitchell to feed. Almost under their own sticks, about 6 metres out from their own try line here, England. Still trail by 3, no points as of yet in the second half. In case you've just joined us now, Scotland playing in the right areas of the field, not giving away a scrum penalty. But in fact, they have given away a scrum penalty. Not driving straight was the Scottish beast, Pierce Kuhlman. And England will have an easy exit here via the boot of Henry Slade. Interesting enough, they're not giving it to Elliot Daly. Pierce Kuhlman, they're clearly coming in, driving in on the angle. That call must have come from the assistant referee. The referee was on the far side here. But it is the correct call. England up to their own 10-metre mark. Ollie Chesham from Jamie George. And it's Ellis Genge who looks to drive it up. The loose head prop. We know he can run. They call him the baby rhino, but for me, I just call him the rhino. Can really charge forward. Can Ellis Genge, taken by Duan van der Merwe. England look to get in over the ball. Inside the 22 here, Scotland. Ben White calling for reinforcements. Finds it in the form of Xander Fagerson. And it's easy setup here for Ben White to exit. He takes it up and just beyond Scotland's 10-metre mark on this right-hand touchline. We've seen a lot of kicking from the nines. All within that 15-metre mark framework. No real side gaining the ascendancy or the momentum aerially. It's been an ebb and flow, and it's Jamie George to feed for England here on Scotland's 10-metre mark. Ollie Chesham again. Chandler Cunningham South breaks away from the line out, and he looks to get over the advantage line. Well brought to ground by Dave Cherry. Ellis Genge again. And it's Jamie Ritchie in over the ball. What a steal. Scotland saying, don't count us out at ruck time. And Jamie Ritchie in like a thief in the night over that ball. On his feet. And Scotland now on this right-hand touchline, put it into touch between England's 10-metre mark and 22. Half an hour to play in this men's Six Nations clash here at the Allianz Stadium. Scotland with the line-out set play. Jack Dempsey taking it off Ben White. Jordan, well tackled. And this time Ben Curry in over the ball. You kind of feel he didn't let go of the tackled player, but it's Finn Smith, credited by his teammates with that big hit on Tom Jordan. And it's not often you see a fly-off dominate like that in terms of the tackle. And he's definitely not afraid. Went in all guns blazing on Tom Jordan. The paint of the field all over his jersey, all over his face. Shows you the commitment. Relentless from the young fly-off England. Get the line out going. Ellis Gens to Chandler Cunningham. South who can't hold on. Scotland playing under scrum advantage. Finn Russell puts it on the boot, and it's Elliot Daly who comes running back, the replacement. Back up to the Scottish 10-metre mark here. Will Stewart off Alex Mitchell. Slow ball for England. Alex Mitchell digging in there. The referee says play on. Fumble there from Alex Mitchell, but he manages to regather and find Benno. It's Finn Smith with the cross kick. It's high. It's Tommy Freeman versus Blair Kinghorn. Who wants it? Duan van der Merwe driven back. Ben Curry keeping him busy there. But Scotland have kept the ball alive and are in possession. Who has the ball? England have turned it over. Legally so, says the referee. Scotland now under the pump inside their own 22. Finn Smith knocked on again. Scotland come away with it. Kinghorn. Now the chase is on. Can the ball stay in field? No, it's gone into touch, but a wonderful clearance. All of 60 metres from Blair Kinghorn. Marcus Smith was up in the line, but the knock on as a result. Scotland could explore the backfield, and Blair Kinghorn did so to perfection, driving this England pack all of 60 metres backwards. See you later, son. Start all over again. Can England win the line out? Scotland playing the man in the air, giving away, and again a needless penalty. England can exit here. It's Finn Smith who'll put it into touch on this left-hand touchline. Matt Ferguson on for Jack Dempsey and Ewan Ashman on for Dave Cherry. Some more replacements for Scotland. It's about that time. Which of the finishers will make the most impact? England via Ben Earl. Breaks one, but he's brought to ground. Advantage to England. Is there an opportunity for Tommy Freeman? Tried to grab it and recollect, but no advantage. We're coming back. Will we see England go for the 3 points and draw level here. Ollie Lawrence with a short ball to Ben Earl, who did well to get over the advantage line. And they're going to go for the points. They're looking to draw level here. Tight affairs at the Allianz Stadium. And it's Marcus Smith, the fullback, who will take the shot at goal. Well within his range, just off centre. It'll be harder to miss, one feels. Marcus Smith for England. To draw level at 10 apiece. Makes no mistake. It's sailing, sailing, and over! 10, plays 10, Scotland, the away side. Just not enough discipline on that occasion. And if it's going to cost you points, you better really look at minimising those sort of penalties. Just didn't do enough to roll away one of the Scottish defenders. As we restart, it's Itoje who plucks it out of the air. Safe as a house for England. Outside the 22, Mitchell, look out for him to put it high. He does put it high, it's contestable. It's gone straight into touch. Off Alex Mitchell's boot. And it's advantage to Scotland here. They'll have the line-out feed just outside the English 22 from where the kick was taken. On this left-hand touchline, it's going to be Ewan Ashman to feed for Scotland. Matt Ferguson taking it cleanly at the front of the line-out, and here comes Carl Rowe. Can the ball stay in field? Is it going to stick up on the turf? England under all sorts of pressure, 5 metres out. Blair Kinghorn in there on defence. Can they do enough to cut the angle here for Alex Mitchell? Feeds one of his tight forwards just to get a better angle. They're about 10 metres in from this right-hand touchline. They're 3 metres from their own try line. And Alex Mitchell has no choice but to put it just beyond the 22 on this right-hand touchline. Safe kick, but it gives Scotland the opportunity to attack again from this line-out set play. Only 3 points up to this point in the second half, as we see a replacement for England. Finn Baxter on for Ellis Gench. The young prop forward making a name for himself on the international stage. Here comes Scotland. Matt Ferguson pumping off one. Setting up another ruck. Jamie Ritchie, Finn Russell. Russell is through. Can he find Juan van der Merwe? No, he held on to it. But they're still only 5 metres out, Scotland. We saw a glimpse of the brilliance of Russell there. They keep it alive. Scotland. White to Schoeman. It's quick ball. Hugh Jones, England, calling for reinforcements. On this right-hand side, Johnny Gray takes it up. He's brought to ground. Ben White. Carl Rowe wrapped up. He wants to keep it alive. He does well. Ben White to Jamie Ritchie. In the thick of things all afternoon. Matt Ferguson. Scotland, relentless on attack. Tom Jordan. Brought to ground by Cunningham South. The dominant tackle, but still they keep it alive. Blair Kinghorn. Wonderful work from Murray Toje. And England have turned it over. Crucial steal from the England captain. And it's Alex Mitchell who'll clear it into touch. Scotland have to build again from this line out. We're just inside England's 10-metre mark. Scotland will have another opportunity. But Moro Itoje there doing so well to crucially steal that ball. Scotland building some phases, but all coming to a grinding halt through that man, the England captain Moro Itoje. Finn Russell not happy about something as the third quarter draws to a close. We're in the final 20. It's locked at 10 apiece. England 5 turnovers, 1 in the game to Scotland's 2. Quite a coach killer. You want to keep ball security. Tom Jordan has knocked it on and England come away with it. Crucially there, Ewan Ashman throwing it over the top. England playing under scrum advantage. Who wants it? Henry Slater's got it. Well tackled by Tuan Funnemover, but England keep it alive. Ben Earl. England on the attack. Ollie Chesham off Marcus Smith. Scotland now have to defend. Can they counter-ruck? Finn Smith to Tommy Freeman. Looks to free up the arms, but takes it into contact. And it's straight off their feet. Or England this time. On this occasion, it's Moro Itoje. Off his feet. He just stole a ball a couple of phases ago. But this time over eager to keep the ball secure. In off his feet, Scotland do have the penalty. Less than 20 minutes to go. Who are you all backing here to take this one? England in front of their home crowd or Scotland? They've shown they're up for it. But we locked at 10 apiece. Sam Skinner on the field for Johnny Gray. Emptying out the forwards on the bench of Scotland. Ewan Ashman to feed. And Harry Randall coming on for Alex Mitchell. Fresh legs, the finishers on the field for both sides respectively. Various positions. Can they make a difference? It's Matt Fagerson, who's looked full of running since he's come on the field. Brought to ground. Ben White. Finn Russell puts it high now. Who wants it? Scotland up for it. Marcus Smith up for it. But it's going to be an England throw into the line-out. Looks like it last came off a Scottish player, Blair Kinghorn. England to throw in at the line-out. We're almost up to halfway. It's Itoje who takes it clean. Scotland get it. After England put it high. And they can build now. Will they look for to exploit some space in the backfield via kick from Finn Russell as Skuman takes it up. Slow going at the moment. White puts it high, perhaps a little bit too far. And it's Finn Smith who comes running back. Elliot Daly, full of running. They keep it alive. It's Ollie Chesham who goes charging ahead. The lock forward. England still in possession. Randall Smith. Finn Smith to Marcus Smith. He's wrapped up. Scotland have it. It's Jamie Ritchie again. He's had a massive game this afternoon in front of this English fans. In that Scotland number 6 jersey. Gets the steal on his feet. Crucial time. You look at a little over 15, 16 minutes to play. How many more opportunities will Scotland, in fact England, have to get into their respective danger zones of the opposition? But this time around, aiming for too much ground from the kick was Finn Russell, but it's worked out pretty much all right. Henry Slade putting it into touch, not getting some meters, so Scotland will have the throw-in, albeit not from their own penalty kick. They're between the 10-metre mark and the 22 on this right-hand touchline. What are we going upstairs for here? Is there some jam at the Allianz Stadium? Don't tell us. Don't tell us. Somebody from Scotland's in the naughty corner. Are we talking yellow? Are we talking red? Are we talking penalty only? Oh, to be fair, Carl Rowe really there. He's not going to tackle Ollie Chesham, who's well over 2 meters. I know the law states he's got a bend at the hips. Is that clear foul play? One feels it's going to be some trouble for Carl Rowe. And this in a very kickable position for England. It's going to be a penalty only, so no cards there. Sanity prevails. Carl Rowe up against Ollie Chesham. A mismatch in its own right there, but still head-on-head contact. Safety first. Scotland penalised. Is this within range for England to take the lead? On the angle, it's probably about 50 meters. What do England decide here? Are they going to go for the corner? Fortunately for Scotland, no card. But they put it into touch. And England want to play positively. They're only about 8 meters out on this left-hand touchline. Crucial set here for England on attack. Crucial set for Scotland on defence. Jamie George to feed. It's Itoje and England go charging ahead with the driving maul. Jamie George with ball in hand at the back. Ben Curry in there. Amongst others, it's advantage to England. Shout out Ryan Stayman says, I think that this will be a England win. Thank you for tuning in, brother. What is all this nonsense here on the comment section? All rugby game live 300,000 times. Surely now you can stop. We get the message. Please help us. England still in possession under the penalty advantage, of course. It's a free play. Randall to Itoje. He's Tackled backwards by youe and Ashman. Scotland defending for all they're worth. Elliot Daly tackled backwards. Great defence from Scotland for the moment, and the referee's going to have a conversation with Finn Russell. No more of that, son. England have a penalty. It's kickable. It can be 3 points. A game of small margins. Will they take the 3 points? And it looks like they're going for posts. 3 points it will be with a little over 14 minutes to play. It's Marcus Smith, the man to put England in the lead here in front of their home fans. The call came from Murray Toje. Right in front of the post, you can kick it blindfolded. We've seen stranger things happen, but you feel the money's on Marcus Smith here to get the 3 points. Marcus Smith for England makes no mistake. Swing low, sweet chariot it is. England take the lead by 13 points to 10. With a little over 13 minutes to play. Scotland to restart via Blair Kinghorn. Will he look to go deep? Into the 22 it goes. It's Ben Earl who takes it safely for England. Drives his legs up and beyond the 22 now. Harry Randall's going to put it high. Like a stat to see how many kicks are in this game, especially from the nines. We're probably into the 30s. Collectively. England have possession. Finn Smith from Harry Randall. It's Finn Russell in backfield. Can he find a blade of grass? He kicks it straight down the throat of Marcus Smith, who makes no mistake to take the mark inside his own 22. Scotland would do better to hold on to the ball for now. And Marcus Smith puts it into touch on this right-hand touch line. All of 29 metres gained territorially. Fine margins, 13 to 10, England lead. A little over 10 minutes to play. It's Ashman to feed. Scotland with ball in hand. This time around, it's another penalty to England slowly now. The rubber, the green going against Scotland. Unfortunately, they're taking Ben Curry in the process of cleaning him out. Beyond the 90 degrees, not putting him down in a safe position, conceding the penalty there, Rory Dodge. And it's going to be Elliot Daly who's going to take a shot at goal. We know he's got a mean left boot. Or is it Finn Smith? It is Finn Smith who's going to take a shot, perhaps just out of the range of Marcus Smith. And there comes Swing Low, Sweet Chariot ringing out amongst the crowd. This to put England 6 points clear, forcing Scotland are going to be forced to play should they get any penalties. But England have been pretty solid in the second half in terms of their discipline. Couple of seconds tick down here on the shot clock. Finn Smith. Is it within his range? Does he have the compass? He has both. Easy as you like. Surely now. Up, up, over. And Scotland now going to have to get a converted try to get back into the lead. 5 points won't do it. And you think of those 4 points they left out with those missed conversions. All that come back to bite them. You can see what it means to Finn Smith. You can hear what it means to the home crowd. And Scotland kick off the restart deep into the 22 of England. Ryan Snyman says discipline is going to win the game for England. No truer words spoken. Scotland will be ruining their missed opportunities, especially in that first half. Couple of opportunities they had inside the English 22. Couple of unforced errors, a couple of penalties conceded. They couldn't capitalise, but here comes Scotland. There's still time. Jordan to Carl Rowe. He's away. Blair Kinghorn. Couldn't get it out to Duan van der Merwe, but Scotland keep it alive. England defending for all they're worth. Jordan. England have got the ball back. It's loose. And Elliot Daly has put it straight into touch. It wasn't off one of the Scottish hands. It looked like it came off the boot, but it was loose. It popped up for England. And Elliot Daly has put it straight into touch, gifting Scotland territorial position. But they've got to make it count. They've got to convert now. The sands of time is running out. It's going to be Ewan Ashman to feed on this left-hand touchline. We're between the English 10-metre mark and 22. Scotland need this set desperately now. Surely that's a penalty. It's advantage to Scotland. They've got a free play here, but can they capitalise? If they can't, they can put it into touch, much closer to the England line. No advantage comes of it. We're coming back for the penalty. And Scotland surely now going to put it into the corner. Crucially, Finn Russell has got to be accurate. They train for this. They work hard for this. Now they just got to execute. England have got to hold on here. We're only about 15, 12 metres out from the England try line on this left-hand touch line with a little over 6 minutes to play. You feel this is the moment for Scotland? They can't win the line out. Matt Fagerson can't hold on. England come away with it. Harry Randall. Looking for the ball, eventually getting it into his hands, feeding Finn Baxter. But for England, they can clear their lines here and force Scotland to play and start all over again. It's charged down. Scotland have it back. Here we go. Surely now they can make something of it. They 13 metres out. Laying down this left hand blind side. Oh, Scotland with the pick and go. Xander Ferguson playing at 9. Beating Rory Dodge, who's brought to ground. Jamie Dobie. Ferguson picking from the base. They got a secure possession. England defending for dear life. Tom Jordan to Finn Russell. Blair Kinghorn losing his footing there at the most inopportune time, but recycling the ball. Rory Dodge in possession. They're on the 22 now. They've gone backwards again. This England defence is resolute. Jamie Ritchie runs into Moro Toje, but recycles the ball. Gregor Brown taking it and brought to ground. Duan Funamova. He's tackled backwards. England tackling like men possessed here. Scotland going backwards for the moment. Can Finn Russell open it up to Kinghorn? They keep it alive. Finn Russell goes into play. Scrum off. Dobie, Rory Dodge, Finn Russell. Stafford McDowell finding Gregor Brown again, but England keeping Scotland at bay here. Ferguson off their feet. England surely now, man. The referee calls ruck form. It's gone forward, forcing the pass there. Into touch, Ewan Ashman, trying the magic stuff. People down on their feet on both sides. But you feel England have done just about enough on defence, keeping Scotland at bay. And Ashman there really trying the magic stuff. Okay, albeit there was an overlap, but he could have done better just holding on to the ball and not throwing the 50-50. It's an unforced error. And all England have to do really now is run down the clock. Or pump it upfield and force Scotland to run from deep and defend for 2 minutes. England are going to get a penalty here. Finn Russell not happy with the call from the referee. It's going to be an England penalty. You feel that should just about be that. Scotland perhaps running a bit laterally. And it was Ewan Ashman. When Stafford McDowell took it up, he had a little shoulder in. It looks like Harry Randall, or was it Ben Curry? England will have a penalty on their own 10-metre mark. They can put it deep into opposition territory and run the clock down. No opportunity for a bonus point. They've only scored 1 try, converted, of course, with 2 penalties. It's another story again for Scotland, perhaps. So close yet so far. One feels they had just about enough to do a number on England here again in front of their home crowd. Just not taking the opportunities when it mattered. Capitalising on the field position, not turning that pressure into points. And that little shoulder charge from Ashman. Unnecessary, especially at a crucial time in the game. It's Jamie George for England. And it's Scotland who have the penalty. Obstruction at line-out time. Is there a twist to this tale here at the Allianz Stadium? It's Finn Russell who puts it into touch, and this will be the final opportunity, you feel, with 2 minutes to play for Scotland. Scotland want to play quickly from the line-out, but the referee calls them back. It's now or never for Scotland. It's been an epic test match. The lead has exchanged hands a couple of times. It's England with those 2 penalties in the second half. No points for Scotland. It really is the difference. Scotland in possession. They're on halfway. They've got to get away. It's Stafford McDowell. Stafford McDowell going. It's 5 meters short. England under real pressure. Can it be? Yes, it is. 2 and van der Merwe. Try time. In the blink of an eye. Magic man on the left wing. Goes over for Scotland. And now with the opportunity to win it with the conversion is Finn Russell, but it's Stafford McDowell who has to be credited and mentioned in the build-up to that try. But the magic man, Duan van der Merwe, finishes off a simply sensational try right at the death. Finn Russell with the opportunity to win it for Scotland. It's sailing! It's sailing! He's missed it! The suspense is killing me, and it's killed my spirit here. He's missed it, and England have a 1-point lead. It's a 1-point game here. England 16, Scotland 15. The conversion goes wide. 3 out of 3 misses for Finn Russell. And you can see the look of dejection in the coach's box amongst Gregor Townsend and his team. Scotland, time up on the clock. They are forced to play now from inside their own 22. Jamie Ritchie, Duan van der Merwe, Blair Kinghorn. He looks to break away, but they got to go all of 70 meters. Dobie to Finn Russell. Scotland keep it alive. England defending that 1-point lead. That will give them the victory here. Can Scotland open it up? Blair Kinghorn. Dobie. Finn Russell picks up the loose ball. It's advantage to Scotland, a knock-on advantage. Rory Dodge. Scotland have to keep it alive. Ewan Ashman. Penalty advantage to Scotland. It's not over yet. They're coming alive. Finn Russell. Blair Kinghorn, full of running tonight. Russell. Jordan. Can't get away from the defence. Pity there's nobody that can kick at all of 65, 68 metres. Wouldn't that be dramatic? There's no Francois Steyn in that Scottish team, sorry. But there is a 2-on Van der Merwe. Crucially missed was the conversion by Finn Russell. And if you look at the metres made, Scotland at 769 to England's 474. You wonder how England have a 1-point lead, but that's the cruel game of rugby. You can run all day long. If you don't take your opportunities, it's going to cost you. But Scotland have one final opportunity. We're into the 83rd minute. England under the pump here at more time. Can they force the penalty? They got to try and keep the ball alive, though, Scotland. They do. Jamie Dobie, Russell, Carl Rowe. Can he get away? He loses his footing. They hold him up. Can Scotland get the ball? No, they can't. England do just enough in front of their home fans. It's all over. In front of their own fans at the Allianz Stadium. It's England who are victorious by 16 points to 15. Finn Russell not happy, but that won't matter. You can talk all day to the referee. It's all said and done. The game is over. And Finn Russell, you can't put the blame on him, but 3 out of 3 misses. 3 conversions at that. And it's England who capitalise on those missed opportunities and just get over the line by 16 to 15. Play of the match, 2-on Van der Merwe. No surprises there. You thought there was some drama at the end there when he scored that try. Finn Russell missed the conversion. And crucially for England, they go marching on in the Six Nations. At the Allianz Stadium, it's England 16, Scotland 15. From myself, Roots, here at Forever Sports. Until next time, bye for now.